A festival is celebrating Living the Dream. The 33rd annual Tin Pan South Songwriters Festival is coming to Nashville later this month, and it is highlighting what makes Music City a standout across the country. We are here with Jennifer Turnbow, who's helping put on this massive event, and Brian Ruby. Welcome back. You're going to be performing this year.
Yeah.
So happy you guys are here.
Yeah, Thanks for having us.
I'm so glad you're here because I want to talk about how it's so important not only to celebrate music here in Music City, but also to celebrate the songwriters, the heart and soul behind this music.
Yeah.
Explain.
You're so right. Songwriters are the heart and soul behind the music that you hear all over Nashville if you come here. You know, you can't walk in a bar or a restaurant and not just hear music coming out. And it really is all about the songwriters, and it's about the stories behind those songs. And that is really what we try to highlight at Tin Pan South. You know, you'll see 3 or 4 songwriters on a stage, Brian with a few friends that he co-writes with and that he hangs out with, and they'll laugh, and it's like you're sitting in the living room with them while they are telling each other stories, and you're hearing these songs, these stories behind the songs that have made a difference in your life and that have marked moments of your life.
It's so cool. It really is so intimate, and this year, 5 nights, 11 venues, over 400 songwriters. It has evolved so much.
It has.
Since the beginning.
No, it totally has. So we're 33 years old this year. The first year I was not there, but the first year we were only in 2 venues for 3 nights. So no, it has grown exponentially. The whole thing is a fundraiser for the Nashville Songwriters Association, which is a trade association for songwriters like Brian. And our whole mission is to advocate for songwriters, educate songwriters, and to celebrate songwriters and their craft. And so that's what we do this week.
Well, and speaking of, you know, Brian, you've been here before on this set. I feel like I've watched you grow up. You have such a special message behind your music. Please explain.
Thank you. I've been here in Nashville for 5 years, and actually the first thing that I was told to do when I moved here was to sign up for NSAI. So it's a great place where you can meet other writers who are at your level and grow with them. And you know, the message behind my music is just you got to be who you are and sing your truth, whoever you are, wherever you're from, and grow with your peers as songwriters. And I put together a great little showcase that we're going to do at Tin Pan coming up on March 28th with my friend Nell Maynard, who's a great songwriter, Jessica Rose, who hustles out on Broadway playing almost every day, and Famone, a great Americana artist. And this is going to be my second time playing Tin Pan South. I played in 2023 at the Hard Rock, but we're going to be at the Commodore on the 28th, so I'm excited.
Oh, it's going to be such a good show. Now, we've got to listen to the music. Okay, Brian Ruby, this is one of your new songs that's about to drop that day when you're playing at the Commodore. It's called Growing on Me. We're going to chat on the other side.
As I'm growing up this life, I love fame, what I thought it'd be. My plans have changed from the good old days when I knew everything. Ain't ready to buy a house, start getting old now. But somewhere in my soul, there's a settle down seed, and it's growing on me.
Oh man, I just
trying to copy the pose from the single cover. Trying to figure out what I did that day at the photo shoot.
You nailed it. You nailed it. EP was requesting for it in my ear.
I love it.
Okay, so as Jennifer mentioned, it's all about the story behind the song. So what's the story behind that song?
Totally. I felt like this song was perfect for Tin Pan South because it is a songwriters festival, and songwriters hustle, and we all start from somewhere. You know, we don't know anybody when we move to Music City, and we got to plant roots and grow. So Growing on Me is just about being here for 5 years, hustling, playing shows, playing bars, trying to get booked, trying to plant roots and plant seeds for the future. And it's a fun song. It's my show opener every time I play out on the road. So people have been asking for this one for a couple years now, and finally we got it.
Yes, I love to hear it. You know, you can feel that passion when you're listening to these songwriters tell their stories. Any wild stories that people have shared over the years that have stuck out to you?
I mean, every year I hear a story where, somebody's at a show and they're in the moment, they're listening to the music, and all of a sudden somebody starts playing the song that they got married to, or they was playing just before they went into labor or something, and they're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that this person wrote this song, and all of a sudden they're in tears and they're bawling in the middle of a bar. And I mean, you hear so many of those kinds of stories.
It's so cool to see how music touches each and every individual. Thank you both so much for joining us here on Local On 2.
Absolutely.
Everyone, the big event kicks off March 25th. You can check out the full lineup of artists and get your tickets online at tinpansouth.com.